Hey everyone, it's Stephanie Young in Santa Barbara, and I want to talk a little bit about appraisals today because, I always have people ask me that they indicate that they're really worried about the appraisal. And I want to say that 9 times out of 10, the appraisal comes in right at the purchase price, the price where the offer has been accepted. And the reason for that is because one of the best indicators of market value is the price in which a buyer is willing to pay and a seller is willing to sell. So that's a really good indication of market value. In this market, buyers are very well educated. They know the market. They have been searching online for a long time, and so they know a good priced house when they see one, and they know what they're willing to pay. Sellers are the same way. They're usually, they won't usually take a whole lot less than what they feel their house is worth. And so, they usually pretty much know the market too, and they know what they're willing to sell for. So that's a really good indication of market value. Now, I just had a situation where the appraisal came back over the purchase price. Unfortunately for me, I was representing the buyer. So my buyer was, of course, ecstatic because it came in $20,000 higher. So that's basically saying that, you're getting the house for less than the appraised value, or it's worth more than what you're buying it for. So that's really great news for a buyer, but it can kind of cause a problem in a deal sometimes. It didn't cause a problem for us, but if the seller finds out that they're selling for less than the appraised value, they might be upset. Or if the opposite happens, let's say a buyer agrees to pay X dollars and the appraisal comes in at 10,000 less, they might feel like they're overpaying. And the other problem that can cause is a lender will only loan a certain amount, if a certain amount of the appraised value. So if your down payment is really small and the appraisal comes in way under the price that you've agreed on, then sometimes that can be a problem for your loan. So fortunately we don't see that happen too often, but every once in a while it does. So if you're a seller, I'd recommend, when your appraisal is scheduled to happen, make sure your house is clean, make sure it's looking its best, because it is important that the appraisal comes in right where it's supposed to be. So that's my advice for today. If you have any questions or comments, or if you disagree with anything I've said, please feel free to email me at stephanie@santabarbararealestateguide.com. Thanks for listening, and hope you have a great day.